What is going on, everybody? As you can see, we are just getting snow after snow after snow. I don't mind it. It's keeping me busy and making a little money in the off season here. We are counting down the days to spring so we can de-winterize the skid and start washing again, but that is just wishful thinking right now. It is 20 degrees outside and I have more snow coming this week. So here we are. This is a storm a few weeks ago. As I've mentioned before, this is my biggest account. It takes the most time, the most effort, and the most energy. You guys have seen me salt this by hand with a 5-gallon pail. Pretty soon you will be seeing me using a salter, so that'll be kind of cool. Just started using that, or at least testing it out, and we'll have a video on that coming soon. So this property right here is an Airbnb. The owners are really great. They gave me the schedule, so as you can see, I kind of waited till after the storm to come up here and kind of take my time. Like I said, it takes a lot of time. If there's no one here, then I wait and make sure I'm hitting all my other accounts first. But this is where everyone parks up here. I like to keep it wide, keep it clean, and as you can see, I'm losing space here, so hopefully we get a little melt. The first storm there was 33 inches, and then we've been getting it pretty steady since then. We've probably had at least 60 inches so far in across 7 storms. It's not too bad, but it's staying cold, so snow's not going anywhere. But I basically just put my blade down and take half of a row. Keeps it neat, keeps it from flowing over the sides, and just take a little piece at a time. I'm not really in too much of a hurry, and as you can see, it's pretty clean and pretty scraped. Try not to let too much snow pile up and to the left here, so the fuel oil truck can get in. A lot of times plowing it seems like it's easy, but and it is once you get the hang of it. But there's a lot to it. There's a lot of access that you need to provide, whether it's for the fuel. Some of my properties have underground ground manholes for natural gas. Some properties have dumpsters. Waste management comes in. So the residential stuff for the most part is easy. Once you get into anything like this, or apartment buildings, stuff like that, it's going to have dumpsters and just kind of odd service. Expect to be providing more maintenance. And like I said before, this is obviously after the storm, so I already was out plowing for 6-7 hours, and then I got to come here, and this account takes a while. So one thing to think about if you guys are setting up jobs, this kind of goes for plowing or Softwash or pressure wash and stuff, is make sure you're getting compensated for your time, because to do good work, it takes time. It's going to time on yourself and on your equipment. What I like to do here is plow down this account. It's way easier to kind of fight to the top initially without having the blade down and giving yourself that resistance. I just get to the top, plow me a place to turn around, and then I just work my way down. I try to do 2 lanes, or I guess 2 plow widths, 1 length at a time, and it just gives it a nice width and makes it nice and clean. I am looking into possibly getting wings extensions for this plow. This plow is really great size for the residential stuff that I do. I can plow double wide driveway. Even if there's cars in the driveway, I can kind of sneak around with the plow. But here it would be nice to have a little bit of an extension for doing some turns. I'm also incredibly impressed with these tires. You really want skinnier, taller tires. When I bought this truck, it already had those wheels on it, and it's expensive to re-swap wheels and then tires and everything. So I originally had 37s on these wheels. There was some rub in the front, and I was really nervous that if I put the plow on the front with that weight, that they were going to rub even more. So before plow season, I dropped them down to 35s. I believe these are AT3s. So they're an all-terrain tire. They're a little wider. Tread comes in at about 11.5 width. And to be honest, I was kind of nervous. I can't believe how I had no trouble backing up this hill. As you can see, I went up there. There's probably about 4 or 5 inches of loose powder on top of this kind of slick dirt gravel road. Had no problem, and I can put this thing in reverse and go right up. Very impressed with these tires. Any of you guys watching? I know a lot of my subscriber base is soft wash, pressure wash, starting that kind of business. But I'm obviously there's some interest in plowing as well. Any of you guys that are out there plowing, where are you? Because I know that other places in the country are absolutely getting slammed with snow. I'm up here kind of complaining about the snow that we have been getting, but I know that Connecticut, we have some family in Connecticut, and they have just been getting hammered. So we know where you guys are. We know what kind of snow you've been getting. We've been having a pretty good winter here, but I think that we've been kind of getting a little lucky. So a lot of plow guys like obviously having a good winter. They want to go out and get paid. All my accounts, every single one of my accounts is a little bit discounted, but I'm paid up front. I was paid before the snow fell, so I don't really care at this point how much snow falls. I'm happy with what we're getting, and hopefully it starts to slow down. I want my soft wash season to come back, but it's coming. It's coming. This area right here is always very slick, and it's actually very steep. Just this pitch where I'm backing up right now. This is where I typically put most of my salt and sand mix. If it's really bad, just salt. And I really try to get a nice base there and get it nice and clean. In that previous video with the van, that's exactly where they got stuck. I mean, they were in a van, but a lot of times if you can get the momentum up that turn with some traction there, you'll be fine the rest of the way. You kind of slingshot your way up. That's kind of the first area where any of these all-wheel drive or front-wheel drive vehicles, that's where they're going to be slowing down, taking that turn, and then they're going to be gunning it after that. So if you can kind of get some good traction there, you're good. And this is basically flat, the last kind of stretch out to the main street. A lot of times I like to, try to keep this as wide as possible. We'll get some snow and I'll come in and do a quick push. And then now obviously you can see I'm trying to widen it. You'll see a lot of blade bounce as we exit out of here. It's a pretty rough road, but luckily the Fisher plow, most plows these days have a spring-loaded cutting edge. So if it catches a rock or something, it just springs basically off. You'll see it bounce the whole way out. But that's basically it. This is a great account. It's my favorite account. I like to go when no one's there and just kind of take my time and have fun. A lot of plowing can kind of be stressful. Here I just don't have to worry about anything. And look at that bounce. That's basically it. That's kind of how I plow that driveway there. It works pretty well and keep everyone in and out happy. Guys, thank you for watching. Stay tuned. Trying to keep some interesting stuff coming your way. So.